That's a good point. Okay, guys, I'm sorry that last one left us off. Let's start this over. And I think that Grace said that to solve this thing, the first thing we want to do is cross multiply. Okay? So, 4x minus 3 times x plus 1 is equal to 5x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. Okay? Good. No more fractions. What do I do now, Val?
Now you distribute.
I'm going to distribute, okay?
So you got 4x squared.
Yes, ma'am?
Plus 4x.
Plus 4x, got it?
Minus 3x.
Minus 3x.
Minus 3.
Minus 3.
Is equal to 10x squared.
10x squared.
Minus 15x.
Minus 15x.
Minus 6x.
Minus 6x.
Plus 9.
Plus 9. Well done. Now, let's put these two things together and these two things together. And what does that give us, Bella?
That gives us x.
Well, 4x squared.
Plus x.
Uh-huh.
Minus 3.
Yes.
Is equal to 10x squared.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 21x.
Uh-huh.
Plus 9.
Good. Now what should I do from there, Sophia?
Okay, I will put everything on one side.
Let's put everything on one side. So you tell me what you'd like to subtract or add. You want to put everything on the right side. Okay. So subtract 4x squared. Okay. And that's going to give us 6x squared. Subtract x. And that's going to give us negative 22x. Add 3. And that's going to give us 12. And we're left with 0 over here. Now let me extend the page. And let me move this stuff. I don't feel like I'm working in a corner. Hello. Technology makes my life harder. Okay. Now what should I do? What do you think from there? What do you want to do?
I'm a big fan of the AC.
Okay. You want to try and factor it?
First, let's factor.
Okay. Okay, those are the same thing, right?
Let's do AC, but first we need to factor.
What do you want to do first? You tell me.
Okay, let's AC.
No factor.
When we factor, the first thing we're going to do is pull out anything that is common to all of them, right?
So let's pull out a 2.
Let's pull out a 2. So that's 3x squared minus 11x plus 6. Now, because this, what's left, has something in front of the x squared, we're going to use the
AC method.
AC
After
method.
we divide both sides by 2.
Okay, well, we can divide both sides by 2, sure. Divide by 2. That just cancels. That's still 0. So now I'm left with 3x squared minus 11x plus 6.
Now AC.
AC. So we multiply A times C and we get 18. Positive, right? But we need to get negative 11.
Negative 9, negative 11, negative 9, and negative 3.
I'm going to call on people, Parker, if that's all right. Okay. So we're going to have 1 and 18, 2 and 9, and 3 and 6. And Parker, I think you had already started this for us. Which pair should we use?
Oh, we should go to negative because the negative times negative.
Negative 2 and negative 9? Okay. So that means I can rewrite this as 3x squared minus 2x minus 9x. That's what I replaced negative 11x with, plus 6. And now let's factor. Sophia, you like to do that, don't you? That helps you out. Okay, so 0 is going to equal, what can I pull out from the first one? X times what? 3x minus 2, good. And then for the next one, what should I pull out? Negative 3 times what? No. 3x minus 2, right? If I distribute it, I get this again. All right, so now both of these terms have a 3x minus 2 in them. We're going to pull that out, and that gives me 3x minus 2 times x minus 3. Good. What's x? Raise your hand. Taylor. Positive 2/3 and 3. Okay? Now, if you don't see that, what you do is you take each binomial and you just set it equal to 0. What makes it 0? Because that'll be true if it equals 0. Add 2 to both sides. 3x is equal to 2. Divide by 3. And x is equal to 2/3. That's where it came from. This one also, that's easy. You can just see that. Okay? I'm going to pause it here because you guys are done, but I'm not done going over the review. There are still 1, 2 left. Okay, and I'll do those in just a minute, and I've got to figure out what to do with that first one. All right, so I'm pausing. See you in a bit. All right, folks, example number 6. It says the length of a rectangle is 3 times the width. The area of the rectangle is 75 centimeters squared. Find the length and the width. Well, let's look at this rectangle here. Okay, here's its width. And it says that the length is 3 times the width. Okay, now, it says the area of the rectangle is 75 centimeters squared. So that means that 3W times W, right, base times height, is equal to 75 centimeters squared. Okay, well, I think we can solve that. 3W times W, that's just 3W squared, is equal to 75. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 3. Let's get that one term with the variable by itself, obviously. And so that means that W squared is equal to 25. Now, take the square root of both sides, and that means that W is going to equal plus or minus 5. But think about this. I can't have a width of a rectangle that's negative 5, so that part doesn't work. Our width equals 5, and our length is equal to 3 times 5, which is 15. And I think it was in centimeters. Okay, make sure you include your units if you've got them. All right? Nice. That was an easy one. You have something like that probably on the test. All right, let's look at the next one. Okay? Use the distance formula. Okay, then I need to use the distance formula and not draw a picture. Okay? So the distance formula says D is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Okay? Let's fill that in. Square root, okay, what? Negative 2 minus negative 8? Negative 2 minus negative 8 squared plus 1 minus negative 5 squared. Okay, good. Now, keep going. Let's keep simplifying. So now this is going to equal the square root of, that turns into a plus. Negative 2 plus 8 is 6 squared, plus 1 minus negative 5, that's 1 plus 5, also 6 squared. So that's going to be the square root of 36 plus 36, which is equal to the square root of 72. Okay, now I need to simplify that, just like I reduce fractions. So the square root of 72 is equal to the square root of 8 times the square root of 9. This is equal to root 2 times root 4, circle root 2. This is root 3 times root 3, circle both those. And that's root 2 times root 2, circle both of those. All right, now I'm done. Now remember, I'm just going through simplifying a radical, okay? This is root 2 times root 2 times root 2 times root 3 times root 3, all right? And remember, it takes a pair. If you have a pair, they turn into the number underneath, 2. All right? I don't have another pair for root 2, so I just have to bring that down. Root 3 times root 3. Okay, so then that's going to be 6 root 2 when I multiply the 2 and the 3. Okay? So the distance between those points are 6 root 2. All right? All right. Looking good there. Let's see, do we have enough? Oh, that's it. All right. Well, good job, guys. I think you're ready for your test, and I will see you tomorrow. Study hard.